Coach Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now Cantor. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. And the pass to Richardson. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. They get a hand on it, stolen by McCollum. Front past the arc. Again, McCollum missing. Now the Mavericks with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute. They have won their one matchup against this team so far, but he said the first order of business was for them to score against a very tough shot-blocking team inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down perimeter looks. They could be the key to victory. We'll see if he's right, Kevin.
All right, David. Sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other.
Now, here's Doncic. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Here's Richardson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That time, Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Here's Covington, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Richardson outside. Offline with his three. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 in the field. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And the second free throw, good. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And he nails the third.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's the three. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Damian Lillard. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 32 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Richardson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jones sends it back. Outside, Covington. Pass to McCollum. Fires the three. He shoots again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. But players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
Now, here's Richardson. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Looking to end the run, and the layup is good.
Boy, Richardson doing a nice job outmaneuvering some pretty good defense that time. Not afraid to take it inside.
Portland leading by 4. Lillard surveying the D, and stolen by Richardson. Porzingis at the elbow. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
You know, Porzingis is a unique big man, no doubt about it. He's often compared to Dirk Nowitzki, somebody that can space the floor as well as hurt you with his athleticism. Actually, he's probably a tad more athletic than Dirk.
Now here's McCollum. 11 points last game. Portland no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's McCollum. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Porzingis. Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 8.
And this is peak Dame, rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Outside Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's McCollum. Nobody near Lillard. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Outside, Covington. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 4. Richardson attacking. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Richardson will go to the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Now here's McCollum. Anthony with the screen on Richardson. Here's McCollum. Connects on the 17-footer.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Here is Lillard. Kicks it to McCollum. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oh, that's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Trailblazers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Inside. It's blocked. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to McCollum. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Goes up the baseline. And Cantor pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Mavericks shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. The pass to Powell. Hardaway against McCollum. Hardaway, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. There's a screen by Cantor. Richardson with it. He's got 9. Outside Hardaway. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's McCollum for 3. Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Richardson outside. Just 5 on the clock. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to Brunson.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Trent. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Portland shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And Portland making a change here. Hood's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Cauley Stein's checked in.
One shot.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Richardson. Got a hand on it. Here's Anthony. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Hardaway after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the pass to Trent. A miss that time would have put him up. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game, the next game I would be like, I don't want to come out and try to force it to happen again. You know, I just kind of let the game happen. And this year it was like, keep going, keep being aggressive, keep attacking.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Covington in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
The Mavericks shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And here's Jones after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. To the middle, here's Lillard. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 10 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Robert Covington picks one up.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
And he can't get the first one. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
McCollum's checked in for Hood, and he's good on the second.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now, I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Now here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Doncic. And there's the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
For Dallas, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that one misses.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Mavericks leading by 9. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
McCollum dishes to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. Cans it from downtown.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Doncic against Lillard. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop.
Timeout.
Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Damian Lillard. Outside Anthony. McCollum left side. Mavericks with the rebound. Now Doncic. He's got 13. Hardaway from outside. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Three-pointer, Lillard knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 13 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Screened by Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Powell sets a screen for Hardaway. Dallas no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Al Richardson following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over McCollum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lillard outside. McCollum with the screen for Lillard.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Passes it to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Doncic. The 3. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Anthony. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off target from three-point range. The Mavericks trailing. And here's Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it go with a 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
So both teams changing it up here.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here.
Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Porzingis with the steal. Brunson with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Doncic against Lillard, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. No good on that one.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Portland. That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hood can't get it to go. Down low, Covington with the steal. Here's Simons. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team All-Defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's Covington on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And the pass to Cantor. Simons surveying the D.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Over Hood. And it's Doncic missing. Portland trailing here. Dishes it to Cantor. Pass to Simons. Here's Trent. Richardson covering. 5 to shoot. Shoots. That one a little long. Dallas has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Doncic outside from downtown. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc. That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on. .132 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Brunson. Johnson sets the screen for Brunson. Johnson in the corner. The second chance effort. And Covington sends it back. You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now Cantor, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go, over Cauley Stein. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Simons. Just 4 to shoot. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They were a determined team in the second quarter, and you saw it come across on the scoreboard. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
The rebounding margin says a lot about this game. They've been the better team in that department so far, no doubt. Now, I love the aggressive attitude that they came out with tonight, Ernie, and that's the difference. And they're not going to get outworked.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks and the post players for them, Kleber and Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. For Portland, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. And Portland again with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now Doncic. He's got 15. Pass to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Simons. He has 7. Here's Cantor. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson right side. Over McCollum. Richardson no luck. Trailblazers leading by 3. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Covington a screen on Richardson. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Kleber. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Inside, Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You really have to account for Richardson around the basket. I mean, he does a good job using his length to create and finish his shots.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Doncic feeling it out. Kleber inside. Covered by Anthony. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Lock at 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Cantor with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis against Cantor. Jones, that's for 2. Portland again missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Porzingis can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Jones. A stupendous finish in traffic. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Finney-Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
For Portland, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. The free throw off from Cantor. Mavericks trail by 3. And here is Hardaway. He's got 9. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 13 with that last one. McCollum dishes to Cantor. McCollum outside. Lillard the pass to Cantor. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kleba with a screen on Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Finney-Smith.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15. The shot that time, not on target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Cantor with it. He's got 8, and it's McCollum in the corner. Driving inside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. McCollum's got 17.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Cantor. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And Lillard gets double-teamed. And a wide-open look for McCollum. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Brunson's checked in. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Kleba. It's Powell on the wing. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, it's so easy to be excited about Doncic. A lot to like in his game, especially when he's sinking tough shots in the face of the defense like this.
Now here's Cantor. He's got 8. He dishes it to Lillard. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Good checked in for C.J. McCollum. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
One shot.
Here's Trent. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. To stop the run. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Trent's got 5. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Brunson. He's got 5. To the paint. It's deflected. Powell the pass to Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Trent. He's got 5. Cantor with a screen on Hardaway. Trent. From 6 away. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
The free throw off from Cantor. Now Brunson. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Brunson. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him, averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Anthony sets the pick for Lillard. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 24. Good on the shot.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Trent. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Brunson. Johnson surveying the floor, and he makes good on the layup. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Brunson against Lillard. It's good. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Hardaway. 9 points in the game so far.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Trent, trailing by 4. Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Portland.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for Luka Doncic. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Trent. He has 5. And it's Hood in the corner for the tie. Connects from three-point range. Hood's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Brunson against Lillard. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, Johnson, rebounded by Hood. The Trailblazers shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Cantor, the pass to Trent. For the lead. The Trailblazers rebound. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 12 points in the game.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Johnson. Out to the right wing. Brunson with it. Now Covington defending. And that one drops. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Trent. Takes a three. He's off on that one. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
We're getting stops after that start. We've been getting stops, all right? Play with confidence, like Dave said. Be strong with the ball and be ready to make plays.
Urging his team to stay after it, Greg, on defense.
And that's how they're going to win this game, with confidence and assertiveness on D.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And the Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the one. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Mavericks trailing. Richardson outside. Here's Brunson. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Covington, a screen on Doncic. There's the drive. Simons has gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Doncic passes to Richardson. Lets it go from deep. Doncic, no good. And so here's Portland. The lead is 2. Covington finds Cantor. Here's Simons. Doncic with the block.
The defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Jones sets the pick for McCollum. Stolen. And here is Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Cantor with a screen on Doncic. A nice shot by Simons. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over.
so far.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Simons, the pass to McCollum. No good with the triple.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now the feed to Jones. Here's Porzingis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Jones with the screen on Richardson. McCollum passes to Jones. And stolen by Richardson. To the middle to take the lead. Count it, and the foul. Kanter. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And, guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons to the inside. Here's McCollum. A terrific shot on the turnaround. McCollum's got 21 in the game.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Unable to get that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Now the pass to Covington. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Doncic. The shot by Kleber. Wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Kleber's got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Richardson with it. Now Anthony defending. Richardson, no luck. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Anthony's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
For Portland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. From the arc, cranes the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Richardson with it. Here's Doncic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anthony. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Anthony. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Richardson. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 29.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Richardson against McCollum. Here's Doncic. The teardrop falls in. Doncic has got 38 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. McCollum with the screen for Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Jones, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Richardson against McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Finney Smith. Richardson outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Jones kicks to Lillard.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Finney Smith passes to Kleba. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Now McCollum. Lillard, right side. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas again missing.
but still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Porzingis against Lillard. McCollum right side. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. McCollum's got 23 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
Lillard, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Kleber. Will it go? A three-pointer is right on target. Kleber's got 9 points now in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Fires for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Lillard. Here we go. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Lillard with the rebound.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. Mavericks trail by 5. Zinga's high post. He kicks it to Doncic. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. Good D by McCollum. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And so here's Portland. The Mavericks making the shot. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block. Here's Finney Smith. That one falls. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard on top, guarded by Doncic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up and over the defense inside.
No good on the free throw. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Lillard against Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him. And he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Free throw is good from Doncic.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Covington, a screen on Doncic. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Covington. Doncic with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. At 2, drops in the tray, and the Trailblazers lead by 6.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc, and then bury some threes.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth. And here are the Mavericks now. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Good. And now they trail by just 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Second at 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.